Hello and welcome back to my channel. This is Caitlin from Caitlin Plans, and today I'm going to be planning in my big catch-all planner for the week of February 22nd through 28th. So the final week in February, not super busy. It's a pretty normal week for me. I'm going to be pulling from one of those Be Happy Box books again this week. I'm very excited about these books, and I'm kind of just finishing out Floral February with the new Sophisticated Florals book. So I'm taking Sophisticated Florals and pairing it with Modern Farmhouse because I think the colors are very similar, and I just wanted to add a few more bold stickers in. The colors in Sophisticated Florals are very pale and muted. Again, they're very sophisticated. So I added in Modern Farmhouse to kind of give it a little bit of a pop. Here's what I pulled so far. These are very delicate florals, so I don't know how much you're actually going to be able to see of them on the video. Hopefully once I get them down on the page, it'll be more obvious where they fall. Here's a couple from Modern Farmhouse. Obviously, I'm going to need to pull some stickers as we go through the video, but this is kind of my concept for now. I'm going to go in with some white gel pen because I know I want to put some flowers right here. I'm going with this cluster that is already cut to fit into the corner of a page, so it makes sense to have it right here. It's a beautiful rose gold foiling. It is rose gold throughout this book. So I was having a hard time matching it with Modern Farmhouse because that is a gold foiled book. But at the end of the day, I'm going to make it work, even if the foils contrast a little bit. I whited out this section so that I could put this quote sticker right here, and it says, "I want daisies in my hair, peace in my heart, and love in my soul." I want to make sure that there's nothing behind it because it's such a big clear sticker that there's like bound to be a speck behind it. It always ends up that way. Let's see. Try to get this straight because there's no do-overs with clear stickers. That looks pretty good. I'm going to put in a colorful box to mark my work shift. There's so many colorful boxes in these new books and I love it. You probably won't be able to tell this from the camera, but these kind of have a little bit of a speckled pattern to them. I knew that when I was watching all the flip-through videos of these books, like they have a little bit of a speckled pattern to them. But it became more apparent to me when I saw them in person that it's actually supposed to mimic like a mulberry paper kind of texture. So the texture that they gave to these boxes and many of the other stickers in this book gives it the appearance that it's like a handmade paper, which I think is really fun. I'm putting this one on Monday because I do have a work shift. I'm just trying to figure out the best way to do it. So I'm gonna put it at the top of this one. I do have to get a COVID test before my work shift. And I was thinking these oval ones would be perfect just to write COVID test on. This one's fine going into the floral section. I just want to leave enough room for a box or a space to write whatever else pops up on Monday. Monday is mainly just a work day. I try to get all my video editing done while I'm at work because I'm allowed to like play on my phone or my iPad and that kind of thing. I just have to supervise the desk. I'm going to put some decorative boxes on Tuesday, or at least one decorative box. This one just says Bloom. I'm following that same thing that I did last week where the catch-all planner is just events. I'm not doing checklists or anything. It felt a little bit better that way. Let's see, I want like a pink box for Tuesday. Just got a work shift on Tuesday, nothing exciting. I might have like another meeting tacked on or something like that, but I can make it work. I did take up a lot of functional space with this quote, but Monday, Tuesday isn't really busy for me. I'm kind of like, well, last semester, my front half of the week was super loaded, like with things, and then the second half I didn't have anything going on. But this semester, it's like the middle of the week is super busy and I don't have anything the rest of the week. So I'm just trying to cope with that in my planning. On Wednesday, I have an appointment. I'm trying to just use all the colorful box colors. So we've got appointment, followed by class. Let's use one of these as well. I could even do circles. There's a lot of circle stickers in this book. Like circles for class, maybe? That could be fun. This is way too much writing space, even though these like card catalog shaped inserts are so beautiful. I was thinking maybe like these circles, but I'm worried that if I introduce circles, it's just gonna be too much. we'll stick with the boxes. I'm just going to use all of the boxes out of this book in this video. Hopefully they'll re-release this book with the spring release, and then I'll be able to buy a second one. I also have a departmental event on Wednesday. We have someone who's visiting to give it's not a talk, we're like doing a Zoom chat with someone who recently published an article, but this is the pre-meeting to that chat where we meet to talk about like the article so we don't sound like complete idiots when we actually talk with the author. So I want to make sure that I get to that because it takes me a few readings through things to like make sure that I'm completely comprehending them, and I don't want to make an idiot of myself in front of like the author of a paper in my field. So definitely want to attend that pre-chat on Wednesday. I feel like I need more flowers down here. I know they have a few different pages. So there's ones that are black line art, there's the peach line art, and then there's the rose gold foiled. I'm thinking black line art for down here would be the best way to do it. I want to do like a smaller one, I guess, and then just kind of trim the edge so it matches up with the page. So I trimmed the sticker and I'm gonna put it in place down here. It's not as big as I would have liked, but I think it's a nice contrast between the foiled one in the other corner. I did not cut that line straight. Let me grab the X-Acto. I am 99% positive that these flowers are supposed to be peonies. It's hard to tell when they're the line art, but I love peonies so much. They're one of my favorite flowers, if not my favorite flower. So trim that so it looks a little cleaner. I mentioned that I wanted it a little bit bigger, so I'm actually just going to take some leaves and kind of expand upon it. Thinking like right here, but I need to white out more of that line. I try not to remove more of the lines than I have to because it is still kind of obvious where I'm doing the whiteout. Like you can see it. And part of me is like, oh, is it better to have the lines and just have them show through? I haven't come to a conclusion yet, so I'm just playing around with it. Now I'm going to move on to Thursday, and Thursday is going to be especially busy for me, so I'm going to need a lot of colorful boxes. I'd start by putting them up here, but this one starts up there, so let's start in the middle box, I guess. Or I could even work backwards from the bottom up, which might be the best way to do this. So I'm pretty sure Danielle and Lila are doing another Sparkle and Shine live on this Thursday, if I counted the days right. They haven't announced it yet by the time I'm filming this video, but I'm pretty sure it's going to be this day. And if not, I'll have some extra time at night to just like watch a movie or something. So that box is going to go there for that, in the hopes that they're doing something. I love attending their Instagram live things. They did a Galentine's Day party on Instagram Live on the 11th, and it was so fun. They even came up with a signature cocktail recipe for everyone. And it's nice to have some kind of socialization because I really don't see people. So it's nice to kind of like chat with planners, and the two of them are just so entertaining. Definitely recommend it if you're involved in the Instagram planner community. And then before that, I have that author talk. It's not like a talk from them, it's like a talk with them. So that's right before that. So we're going with bigger boxes for these two because lengthy titles and lots of names and all that fun stuff. Next, I'm gonna layer this one from Modern Farmhouse. Super cool graphic pattern. It's gonna go right there so that I can layer this one on top of it. I'm gonna cut the bottom layer so it has like that little box taken out. This will help with some of the ghosting and also give me another little square of this cute pattern to put somewhere else in the spread. Hopefully everything peels up according to plan. So far, so good. Moment of truth. Ooh, we got it. Okay. So this one's going back in place. This is going to the wax paper. So I'm using this one for class this week, which it's a little bit like overkill for one class, except for the fact that we're having our class, we're also having a paper due, and I'm the discussion leader, so I wanted to make note of all of those different things, so I figured a full-sized box was the best way to do that. I don't like how it looks like this one is just unintentionally left aligned, so I'm gonna stick something here to make it look a little bit more, I guess, like right aligned. I'm gonna go with this flower, but that requires a little bit more of this pen. So I'm gonna layer it like this. I think that looks pretty good. And if you thought Thursday was done, you would be mistaken. So we also have COVID test that needs to get done. I'm gonna layer that into this cluster, I guess. Looking good. And work shift before that. Should I right align that? Should I center it? I don't know if I like this left aligned. Let's peel the COVID test up. I'm gonna center that one. And then this one's gonna go above it. I'm gonna go ahead and white out some more lines over here, and it seems a little bit random, but it will make sense, or I hope it makes sense, once I get the stickers in place that I wanna put here. So I'm placing this pale pink flower right here. And then I'm gonna overlap this double box on the weekend, and I'm gonna use this to indicate that my boyfriend will be in town this weekend. He is coming back to do basically a do-over of my birthday because he had to leave due to the snowstorm, and I was a little upset. Like, I ended up spending my birthday alone, so I was a little upset about that, but he promised he would come back when the snow is done or like settled and have a do-over birthday. So he's coming back this weekend to do that. I don't know if it's overkill, but I thought it would be really cool to like layer some of these flowers, especially the pink and the black ones. It's such delicate line art that I'm worried about the shapes kind of getting lost in each other. But when you're overlapping like the black one with the really pale pink, I think you can still differentiate which one is which. There are more stickers to be placed, but I just have so many ideas. I'm like, I want to put like polka dot washi in here. Feeling very like according to Allie today. The sticker book reminds me of her so much. I'm just doing what I feel like. There is no method to the madness around here. Got some polka dots. Go with a little bit of it down here. Polka dots. Don't want to neglect my sidebar. I pulled this one from Modern Farmhouse. The florals are so similar. How do we want to do this? I feel like covering the note icon will be our best bet because these flowers are up here. So I'm going to place this up here at the top of the sidebar, and then I'm going to need to figure out what's going on with the bottom. I can't do a quote because there's a quote right here. So, what do we want to do? I think the best place to start would be with some of these pink flowers, doing about half of the sticker, and then I'm going to just trim the excess. So that's a good starting place. So even if I don't add anything to it, there's still the space filled up. I know it's really bold, but I think this washi tape really matches that black and white patterning that I have there. So I think it would be really fun to just kind of put some of this in, I guess. I'm gonna be really selective with this one though, because it definitely comes on strong. So I'm just pairing it with the polka dot one in those 3 places for now. A little bit of it up here. I'm gonna start working on the weekend. So I have this one from Modern Farmhouse, and I think it's just gonna further bring in that bold black and white washi. So that one's going down here in the corner. I'm going to pair it with a little bit more of a delicate sticker because it is so bold. This one says, "Where flowers bloom, so does hope." I do have work on Sunday, so this one's going to be for that. Leave some room for some activities because my boyfriend's going to be in town. Even though we're not like really doing anything, we'll like watch a movie or something on Sunday, so I want to leave room for that. I've got a meeting with my advisor on Friday, so I'm going to put this one up top. I'm going to pull this other monthly box over here. I think it looks good here. I want to distribute some more of the bolder, like black and white onto this side of the page. But I'm just not like feeling it. I'm actually thinking that maybe the darker black and white is just too much for this spread. So I'm going to go ahead and pull up that washi tape. That also means this box is going to get pulled up. And this one's kind of floating in space now, so I'm going to take that off the page as well. I'm going to take my scrap of this one and put it down here at the bottom of Sunday to kind of mimic that overlapping that I had going on with the other sticker, but it just didn't work out. This sticker is going back on the page, just in a slightly different spot. And it's uneven. The sticker is gonna hate me. Okay, much better. I have this little sticker scrap, so I'm just going to put that along the edge of this box because I'm not going to be using this for anything. Going to pull this header that came out of the Sophisticated Florals book, and that one's going to go here. I was just feeling like it needed a little something. I'm going to throw some rose gold leaves in here to complete this trinity of flowers. So we got the light pink, the black, and the rose gold in this section of florals. Now I'm taking this Teresa Collins quotes book, very similar flowers, but I'm not using those because they're gold. But there's some of these little polka dot stickers that are black, and I thought they could be fun to kind of place in areas that need stuff still. So like the sidebar is one example of that. This one's gold foiled. Oh, we even have some pink. Okay. I hope the pink matches up. It doesn't look like it's going to, but not the biggest like issue. I'll come back to it if I need it. Please be more. No, there's no more of them. Okay, well, the one looks good for now. I do like this sticker here that says "Worry Less," and it has those little black dots. So I think I could use it elsewhere in the spread to kind of further integrate that pattern. This one is gonna go right here by the floral cluster. It is too close to the floral cluster though, so it's getting peeled up. Let's bump it a little bit more to the left. And now it's uneven. What if I layered it onto the pink flower? Would that look good? That looks pretty good. It's not moving anywhere anytime soon, so it's gonna stay there. I'm gonna go in with some more of this washi tape just to give it that extra touch. So this one's going kind of along the bottom of the page over here. And this one's gonna go over here. I think it's nice to have a few bigger areas of the washi tape in the spread. Especially that I have those polka dots here and there. It just kind of brings the polka dots into play a little bit more. I went ahead and whited out that line so that I can take this leaf and place it here to kind of round out my sidebar. I think now this area is done. I don't know if it was the right decision to put this quote here. Like, at the end of the day, it's just like awkward spacing. I really should have just done it into the sidebar to kind of eliminate all that extra sidebar space that I had. But you can't really move these clear quotes, especially large ones like that. I love a good Teresa Collins quote, so this one's gonna go over here, if it sticks. Or should it go here? This would look really good, even though I want to save this room for like activities with my boyfriend, like date night kind of thing. But I love it so much, so we're going with that. I'm not a huge fan of how it's overlapping the washi tape though, because I think it's making it harder to read the word girl. So I'm peeling that up. You really don't see it in the photos, but my pages end up so wrinkled when I'm like done with these spreads because I move things around so much. So that's staying there. I'm still not convinced that this is the right spot. Come on. Where can you go? Like maybe down here would be a better spot? No, that doesn't look good. Oh, here we go. Right up here at the top of Thursday. Worry less on the day when I have everything to worry about. How fitting. That looks good. Happy with that. I'm gonna keep telling myself I'm happy with that, and then maybe it'll grow on me as the week goes on. Gonna use one last little scrap of that. I stood up, I looked at it, I think I'm happy with it, so I'm gonna leave it at this for now. Obviously, things are going to get added as the week goes on. Things always get added, so it's nice to have a little bit of flex space on all of the days. Even though it looks busy now, it's just gonna get busier as the week goes on. So if you like this video, hit that like button down below. You can also subscribe to my channel for more fun planner related content, and follow me on Instagram at Caitlin Plans, where I share after the pen photos as well as photos of spreads that did not get videos. So I hope to see you there. Thank you and happy planning.